All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a revolution that's happening in a place you would probably never expect. We're talking about a machine that's been an absolute workhorse for over 100 years, but now it's right at the heart of some of the biggest trends shaping our future. Let's find out what it is. So, just think about three of the biggest forces on the planet right now. You've got the explosion of global e-commerce, the incredible rise of artificial intelligence, and of course the huge push toward green, sustainable energy. I mean, they seem like totally separate worlds, right? But what if I told you they are all converging on one single and frankly pretty surprising piece of tech?
Believe it or not, it's the forklift. And I know what you're picturing, a simple box-lifting machine. But the forklift you think you know is going through a massive transformation. It's actually becoming a high-tech linchpin for the entire global economy.
So how on earth did a 100-year-old invention suddenly get so cutting edge? Well, the answer isn't just about the machine itself. It's about how the world around it started to change, and change fast.
And here's the key thing to get. This isn't a story about a machine changing just for the sake of it. No, this is about a machine being forced to evolve by these huge global pressures. Pressures that are creating a demand for forklifts that are smarter, faster, and way cleaner than ever before. So let's explore the why. There are a few key global forces that are completely shaking up how we store and move goods, and it's driving a massive surge in demand for these machines. It really boils down to three main drivers. First up, governments all over the world are pouring money into infrastructure. And guess what? You need heavy-duty forklifts to build roads, ports, and cities. Second, and this one is a biggie, e-commerce has totally changed our expectations for how quickly we get our stuff. And third, this isn't just happening in one place. We're talking a global boom, especially in markets across Asia and Europe. Just to put that e-commerce piece into perspective, the business-to-business e-commerce industry alone is predicted to hit $2.3 trillion in value this year. I mean, that is just a mind-boggling amount of goods that all need to be picked, packed, and shipped from a warehouse somewhere on the planet. And all that stuff has to go somewhere, right? So now warehouses are being built vertically. We're talking shelves stacked higher and higher and aisles packed tighter and tighter just to maximize every single square foot of space. And that creates a whole new set of logistical puzzles to solve. You see, this new reality demands a whole new breed of machine. You can't just use a bulky, old-school forklift in these places. Now, companies need specialized gear. Nimble, narrow-aisle forklifts for those super tight spaces, tall pallet stackers to reach the heavens, and really versatile counterbalance forklifts for all-around high performance. And get this, it's not just a Western trend. The demand for these high-performance forklifts is absolutely exploding in developing logistics sectors. Take India, for example. That market is projected to grow at a compound annual rate of 13% through 2027. That is just huge. Okay, so that's the why. The global demand is off the charts. Now let's get to the how. Let's look at how the technology inside the forklift is radically evolving to meet this moment. And this, my friends, is where things get really futuristic. The first major shift is the move away from those old gas-powered combustion engines. Modern electric forklifts, powered by high-performance AC motors, aren't just a green alternative. A lot of the time, they're just plain superior. They have zero emissions, they're super quiet, and they can accelerate faster than their gas-guzzling cousins. And the whole electric evolution doesn't stop there. Just like in the car industry, we're seeing a huge shift in battery technology. Companies are ditching those older, heavy, slow-charging lead-acid batteries for the same lightweight, fast-charging lithium-ion tech that you'd find in a Tesla. But the real game changer is this: autonomy. We are now seeing the rise of forklifts that are, for all intents and purposes, self-driving robots. They use this combination of AI, sophisticated sensors, and cameras to navigate a warehouse and move goods around, entirely on their own. And for logistics companies, the advantages here are enormous. An autonomous forklift can run around the clock, no breaks needed. It's less likely to damage products, and it frees up human employees to do more complex, critical thinking tasks. It's a massive, massive boost to efficiency. But what truly powers these new machines isn't just the lithium-ion batteries or those powerful electric motors. There's another invisible fuel source that's maybe even more important. They run on data. And this is the real revolution, connecting these machines into one vast, intelligent network. This whole idea is called the connected warehouse.
By using technologies like the Internet of Things, which basically just means connecting every machine to a network, and telematics, which sends performance data back to a central hub, managers can get real-time info on every single forklift. They can track how it's being used, predict when it needs maintenance, and pretty much optimize their entire operation on the fly.
So when you put all of these pieces together, you've got the global demand, the electric power, the autonomy, and the data connectivity. You're not really looking at just a forklift anymore. You're looking at something entirely new.
I mean, the forklift's journey is pretty remarkable. It has evolved from being a simple tool of mechanical muscle to a powerful and clean electric workhorse, and now finally to an intelligent, data-driven partner in the entire logistics chain. The result is a piece of technology that truly feels like it's from the future. It's a quiet, autonomous, data-collecting robot that is absolutely essential to making our on-demand world actually function. It's a transformation that honestly would have sounded like pure science fiction just a few decades ago. But, as these machines get smarter and more capable, it does lead to one final question. We know they can lift, they can drive, and they can think for themselves, but will they ever be able to make you a nice cup of tea after a long day? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that one.